yesterday I put my product in, and then I actually took a wet brush and brushed through my curl after I was done showering and after I had towel dried. Sometimes I just like doing that because it kind of relaxes my curl a little bit and gives me a more subtle wave as opposed to my like natural, really curly wave if I diffuse. So that was everything I did to prep to then wake up today and wonder what I was gonna do with my hair. So we're gonna do a very quick touch up your curl, make it presentable, but not totally erase your natural curl video. I use a Babyliss. This is a 3/4 curling iron. So this is pretty small and it's kind of intimidating. When I got it, I was like, ooh, I don't know, this might be like a curly cue. But this thing has changed my life and I use it pretty much anytime I just air dry and restyle my hair. So it looks like this. I don't typically do a very straight middle part when I do this. I kind of like it to look organic, like I just kind of woke up and these curls looked like this. If you really want to, you can take a rat tail comb and, you know, do a really straight, precise part, but I kind of just shake it out. You can also do this with a side part, any part you want, but today I'm going to do a middle part. Let's see. So I just start with this. I kind of run my fingers through these front pieces just to calm them a little bit. I kind of go through and pick up these pieces around my face because you kind of get that little S around your face. So I kind of just make sure everything's sitting forward and down. All right, so I do this in half. So I'll go through and it doesn't have to be perfect, but I just take half the hair from the back of my head. I pick up clumps of curl patterns that are already kind of, you just kind of see it. And I wrap my hair. I use it like a wand for my particular curl pattern. It's more of an S pattern than a spiral, so I think that using it as a wand really gives me like an enhanced S instead of that elongated curl that happens when you just curl it. I'll kind of hold it out like this to relax it a little bit. So now that I've done that piece, I'll kind of go through and pick up the next clump. I start on the top layer of my hair, and I'm curling everything away from my face. That's just personal preference for this particular way I do it. I just like the way it looks. I hold it for a decent amount of time because my hair is super curly, so I want it to, you know, make sure I get a good curl in there. And then I start moving towards my face, but I still curl away from my face, just wrapping the hair on the curling iron. I do leave probably about an inch out at the bottom. We're gonna go back through and smooth those ends after this, so you don't really have to worry about those. For these face framers, you have two options. This curling iron is pretty tight, so the higher you go, the more you're gonna have that wave up towards your forehead. Typically, with something like this, I'll start about eye level. I know some stylists that like to start about ear level because it's that natural tuck that you get when you put your hair behind your ear, so it feels and looks natural that way. I start a little higher because I like this to last 2 or 3 days, so I really want that face frame, and then it relaxes over the next couple of days. And still away from my face, I just kind of wrap, leave the ends out a little, and then I drop it, and then I kind of go through, I don't know, and I just lightly, I don't let the clamp close the entire way, but I just kind of brush it over. Some of the ends give me some separation. This is the most important part, and this is like anti everything that curl people say, but for this purpose, you need to break up these curls that you just made. So usually we say don't run your fingers through your hair, don't brush your hair, don't like separate your curl at all. Because we want your natural curl pattern to meld with the curls that we've made, you're gonna go through and just, you know, you don't have to be crazy, but just rake through the curls that you've made to break them up, and the curl, your natural curl, will pick up the curl pattern of the new curl. Now that I've brushed everything out, you can kind of see how my natural curl that's in through here is becoming one with the curl that I've made with the curling iron. This is where, I mean, that was like, I think 4 curls I did with the curling iron. This is where I kind of go through after I've straightened the ends a little bit just to smooth them out and make it all look intentional. I'll kind of go through and pick up pieces. So like maybe this one, since it's in the front. I don't necessarily go to the root because I want length and I still want my natural curl in there. I don't want to erase it. So I'll go halfway down the hair shaft and I'll kind of just still away from my face, just do the ends. And then sometimes in through here, we know curls are crazy and they're very unpredictable. So sometimes in through these bottoms, I'll want some ends to be a little bit, have some more curling iron curl. The messier the better, so you don't have to worry about, you don't want uniformity, I guess, is what I'm saying. Just kind of random pieces wherever you want them is what you're looking for. Okay, so you can see this side, I pretty much run my fingers through it, melded it all together. I straightened the ends a little bit just to kind of bring it all together. I did the same thing with this side, run my fingers through it, kind of mush it up. Now I have these front pieces and for whatever reason, I don't know if you guys will feel the same, the top layer of my hair is always the frizziest. Like the nape is pretty and it'll have that S-wave, but this stuff is just wild. So I will just pick up a piece like this. The section, I think it's better when it's bigger than smaller because you just want it to be a big fluffy curl. Basically, you don't want tiny little skinny curls in through all this. So I'll just pick up a piece. And this way is a little bit hard to get used to, but I just hold the curling iron down and wrap it around. I kind of also alternate how close I go to the scalp. I'll do some higher, some lower, anything underneath. Like I was saying before, you don't want to take away much length, so I just really curl the ends. Now, let it cool. And then we just have one piece left for the face frame. And everyone's curl pattern is different, so you could do less or more. Some days I wake up and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna need more than 4 curls aside. I slept crazy. And I'll bring all this forward and I'll realize that the underneath is really frizzy, so I'll just put 1 or 2 curls in the bottom and the front. So you just put them where you need them actually, really. Okay, so let's do the face frame. Everything away from your face. And then again, I kind of just go through and rake through everything to kind of fluff it up. This is definitely not a small hair technique, but who wants that? You can always put texture spray in here. Like I was saying, I like this to last me, honestly, 3 days. So I try not to put as much product in the beginning, maybe day 2. The other good thing about this is that it's a lot tighter the first day. Like the first day I do it, I'm like, okay, this is a little glamorous. But then I sleep on it, I tie it up, I use a silk pillowcase when I sleep. I wake up and it's the perfect loose beach wave. I don't know, this thing's amazing. It's a game changer. So, all right guys, this is it. This is my easy 5 to 10 minute wake up, need to do something quick with your natural curl hair tutorial. Again, this is the Babyliss Pro. This is a 3/4 inch curling iron, and that's it. That's basically all I use. Voila!